This is about a darker subject than usual, but one that we have to talk about, because I need you guys to stick around. So, Papa's Redemption, Strummin' Through the Dark. The Nebraska night was a bleeding scar, the plains reeking of frost and despair, the stars above sharp as broken glass. Papa, a weathered drifter with a face like a cracked leather and eyes like smoldering embers, sat on a rusted pickup truck's tailgate. His busted six-string guitar slung across his back, its strings twanging like a crow choking a sorrow. He wasn't a preacher. His voice was a gravelly rasp forged in a bar fight and lonely roads, but tonight he was Papa for the boys, spinning a tale for his boys about a siren call of suicide, a whisper that promised escape but was silenced by the truth. We're God's property, and killing ourselves is a thief's betrayal. Papa's mission was to pull up a young man, Tommy, from that edge, showing him that life's failures, grittier than any successes, carve depth, love, and meaning, making suicide the coward's dodge. His guitar wailed, a jagged chord like a knife through despair, as he faced the dark to light a path for manhood. This was his saga, a raw dance through pain and purpose, laced with humor blacker than a grave's shadow, guiding young men to embrace life's next chapter with fierce affection. The cornfields stretched endless, a sea of brittle stalks under a moon like a cracked skull. Tommy, a lanky 19-year-old with hollow eyes, sat on a stump, a .45 pistol in his lap. His life's failures, lost job, broken family, shattered dreams, whispering, escape. Papa had found him here, drawn by a barroom rumor, ready to talk him down with reminders of what the boy already knew but tried to deny: God and truth. His guitar a hymn to God's claim on their souls. The siren's call. Papa strummed his guitar, its notes sour as regret, watching Tommy finger the pistol's trigger. Suicide's allure was a snake, coiling around the boy's heart, promising peace from a world that chewed up his hopes. A dead-end job gone, a girlfriend who left, a father who called him weak. It's calling you, ain't it, son? Papa rasped, his voice gentle but edged like a rusted blade. That dark whisper saying it's easier to quit? Tommy nodded, eyes wet. The gun a cold lover. Papa's guitar twanged, a sarcastic chuckle like a coffin creaking open. Woke fools say follow your truth, he mocked. But that's a lie straight out of hell. Papa knelt, his tone softening. You're God's, Tommy. Your life ain't yours to steal. The Creator was a chain, binding us all to purpose, making suicide a sin against divine ownership. Failures ain't the end, boy, Papa said, strumming a low chord. It's got us all. They're the forge for your soul. failure. Tommy's voice cracked, spilling his pain. Fired from the feed store, mocked by friends, alone since his mom died. "I'm nothing," he whispered. The pistol gleamed under the moon. Papa's guitar snapped a string, a bitter laugh like a bone breaking. "Nothing? Ha! That's the devil talking," he growled. His tone was harsh now, a father's tough love. "Failures ain't trash, they're scars, proof you fought." Papa's own failures flashed, divorced, sons he barely knew, morose nights drowning in whiskey and self-pity, each a wound that deepened his love for life, for God's world. "God don't make junk, boy," Papa said, his voice gentling. "Every fall teaches you to stand, teaches you to love the air in your lungs, the folks in your heart. Suicide is the coward's dodge, running from the adventure of pain." Papa strummed a chord like a prayer, mocking the idea of giving up. "You think quitting builds character? Nah, son. It's living through the mess that does that." God's claim, life's adventure. Papa stood, his shadow long, the guitar's notes rising like a storm. "You're God's, Tommy," he said, voice firm as iron. "Taking your life's like burning his house down." The Creator's claim was absolute, every breath a gift, every struggle a chapter in his story. Suicide isn't freedom, it's spitting on God's face, shirking the next adventure. Papa's humor was black as coal. "Think the Almighty's gonna high-five you for bailing on life?" he snorted, strumming a chord like a guillotine's snap. "He's got plans, boy. Your pain's just the prologue." Tommy's grip on the gun faltered, his eyes searching Papa's. "What plan?" he whispered. Papa grinned, fierce and warm. "Whatever's next, losing, fighting, loving again. Every scar makes you real, makes you see the beauty in your mom's memory, your buddy's laugh. Failure isn't defeat. It's the raw material of manhood, crafting appreciation for life's grit and grits." The coward's way out. The wind howled, carrying the stench of despair, but Papa's voice cut through, harsh now, a drill sergeant's bark. "Suicide's a coward's way, Tommy," he snapped, his guitar wailing like a banshee's cry. "You think pulling that trigger's brave? It's running, leaving your kin, leaving God to clean up your mess." Papa's own dark nights flashed, times he had eyed the rope, a bottle, but God's claim held him fast. Each failure, a stone in his foundation. Every time you fall, you learn to love deeper. The sunrise, a cold beer, a kid's smile, he said, softening. That's worth more than any success. Tommy dropped the gun, tears falling. Papa's guitar strummed a gentle chord now, like a father's hand on his son's shoulder. The woke'd say, "End your pain," he mocked, "but they're selling you a grave. God says, fight on. Your next chapter's waiting." The boy's sobs were a start, a spark of courage to face the adventure ahead. embracing the next chapter. Dawn crept over the plains, painting the cornfields gold, a promise of God's grace. Papa helped Tommy stand, the pistol left in the dirt, his guitar's final chord a raw hymn to resilience. Failures weren't chains, they were wings, lifting men to see life's worth, to cherish loved ones, to find joy in the struggle. Suicide's for cowards, boys, Papa said, his voice warm with affection. You're God's, and He's writing your story. Every scar is a page, making you stronger, making you love harder. He spoke to his sons, voice a growl of dust and devotion. This is Papa, for the boys. The dark'll call, but you actually don't even belong to you. You're God's. Don't steal what's His. Failures build you, make you see the beauty in your fight, your kin, your world. Keep your hearts tough, your faith fierce. Strum your next adventure, boys. Live it, don't quit it.